Hello, it's Agent Fox aka Raziera back with more Hour 2. Bit, bit, bit late even for this, uh, late, yeah, whatever, late, time I start at, so, sorry, but look on the bright side, look, the apparently it changes, the start screen changes seasons, depending on when you, like, start. Let's just get that going. Glorious dawn.
Let us make our way to central control forthwith.
There's the Sirenium armor. What about you?
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
Okay. Press the switch. Sunrise on the floor may have unlocked something.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine.
Uh. Okay. Play unsent recording. Play recording.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
Oh, she got assassinated, ain't she? Formula, the course last week, unless two catch whether the cloister, the use of Spanish, so number of ordered troopers, and to supply this whole in the archive, and 10 features of failure against 5 just around cloister, shown brothers and the protectorate. Another arbiter today, includes your weight and clear name, cast out volunteers from the snow line, well wishes, condolences, and other gratuitous, confirm, she was mentoring, and some advice. I told her she was all else, she didn't say her. Eyesight was yours, I don't know it was you, there's a stupid base, which was me, you got virtual. And this didn't meant to give us peace, whatever.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot.
What? Sorry, that must have been hard to see.
Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first, until I discerned her true intentions. My mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a trap.
That seems like a lot of work to go through just to flatten someone's head with one of those giant hammers.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense.
It's obvious she was killed before she could send it. There's no elaborate play here.
It's not obvious to me. You didn't know her. Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
Didn't realize the consulate arbiter's in his pocket too.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... what am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort.
There are a lot of accusations around. Let's go come down and discuss this.
Discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken.
Can't you see she's just following her duty like you are?
And again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would be unthinkable. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice.
So I want to change. your mind. You wouldn't kill her. So ironic when we're saying that you don't really mad at, huh?
There has been very little.
What is this insanity? I would never. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
Tristan Sparity. Something about unresting him. Does that seem like a traitor to you?
He is simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal act.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
Arbiters aren't any under jurisdiction but their own. No one put you up to this.
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim, deserted. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you are guilty of.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
Even though, if your orders are self-contradictory, it stands to reason you should question.
Doesn't make any sense. We can't simply question what we're told. That's treason. But I do not deny that following such orders might be equally treasonous. The utter insanity of this makes my brain pan rattle. Fine. Consider my hands tied. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
I'm glad we got that resolved.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Ever known an arbiter to lose their taste for blood? That's disappointing.
So, what course of action do we take now?
Now, I'm about talked out. Can't we just start with anyone dying?
Certainly. I must admit that my enthusiasm has flagged completely. I feel I must offer a word of acknowledgement that I have erred, Arbiter Rao, as much as it pains me to do so.
No apology required. Arcadia today is confusing. Just try to focus on what you believe is right in the future. While still serving the Protectorate, of course.
I will. I hope the two of us will meet again, under more cordial circumstances.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy.
You say that, but I've seen the way you smile when you kill. Oh, sorry, dispense justice. I'd say she got lucky. Or you're turning soft.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad.
Uh-huh. So where do we go from here?
All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired.
You know you're lying to yourself. These excuses are unbecoming of an arbiter.
You lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about what makes an arbiter? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear into the mud. Push me no more. Virgil will know what to make of this. Together we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully he shall respond. Quickly.
Okay. Oh no, don't go in the water. Uh. Yeah, we're in the right place.
Particularly humans.
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
You avoid drugs so falling, you particularly vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gaming is increased, but the inhaler is more open to your metabolism. Recalibrate lightning tower. This is active. Okay. Are you sure that's at the place we're supposed to be? Are we sure?
Prosecuting viscerally. I shall reduce them to a scurry.
Okay. Homing? Homing acid. Never thought. Never thought I'd see the day. But this is an acid guzzler. This is a fuel guzzler. Oh, this is even less ammo. What the hell? Auto hacker. Really need more ammo. Hmm. Wait. Wait. Let me try something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, but seriously, where's her camp? Oh, there it is. That's a very wide area, game.
Looks like a Dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there.
Abandoned Glorious Dawn Journal number 3. Architect, I'm at wit's end. 2 more members of the last Tuesday. Last night I posted the guard, but I was to find the guard, so I was leading the guest short on the guard. This can't find my watch. You know, as a personally guard the rift. It'll listen to a friend, my personal contact over to her. Not pretty much in the rift. B. They kept entering the rift.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin.
Gee, I wonder what happened to you.
He has to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
Turns out when you have a we experienced a rather unfortunate accident. Well, saying I can't. I just lost one carrying a serious detection key. I also got to catch it last day. I just threatened to rail the service process. A most unfortunate setback. When I sent her back to her parents' cell for replacement with a ring, he has acquiring replacement decryption key at this juncture. Greg criticizes the look in his eyes and hunger, longing. There's but a momentary lapse. After slipping past the heathen to the predator, arriving in dark edition, we left the cell, trying this first time to island architect is a thing of pure beauty. Now, I understand why that went so clear down from the base detection is over to the architect or prematurely. As for see this being concerned within the cell, getting the quality of this is gathered here. B. They're back? They're still alive in there? That's the weird part. Last Whisper. That's not just the time today. Is the first day of the two sure enough. Then of all the others, kick it. Boy, must have some. They're both gone, and no one left to say I failed the glories. Don't really mass on it. I go now to from the fair down to something to prevent the others from doing. I did the rest. Should I find the other chances I'm going to return? No, that's what should I. That's I should go. That's the judgment right there. I'm most certain to reject is unworthy. Oh. Where's... Okay, this is weird. Shut up, phone. Okay, so... Last Whisper. Dust in the wind. Strasser sun. So nothing dies. Dies in the rift. Not really. They just get stored, in a sense.
I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
Cloister. Okay then. Oh, there's an entire half of the map I never explored here.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall unravel what occurred with the Supreme Arbiter. Certainly. I consider my...
I sure this invitation. So.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating.
Oh, what about?
I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help.
Ooh, counter cannibals, returning vectors, oscillator oscillators.
You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware and systems from deteriorating further.
Oh, time counts for us all, I suppose.
Gotta fill the hours with something, right? Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it.
No, really, Ansela?
That's it exactly. Val saved my life after Horizon Point. And she's been saving my life every day since. Partly. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yammer.
I'm certain as soon as I talked to Severin, perhaps their faith failed them, and they succumbed to greed, sold us out for some measly bits.
He sure hasn't sold you out, too.
I can't, but I'm fairly confident he wouldn't. If he did, he'll die like the rest of them. Then I'd truly be at a loss, with no idea how to get back in the Dawn's good graces. If we're so deeply infiltrated, I'm certain our leader will have gone to ground. Such as?
Yeah, we don't care to tell you about something.
There's much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story.
Seems like you're avoiding the question.
Don't accuse me of such. I've nothing to hide. The glorious Dawn gave me a new life and wiped away the old.
Fair enough.
I told
Tell me.
him, the Dawn know and seek to spread the truth of the rifts. But it is even more than that to me. It is my life. My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein.
Charming metaphor notwithstanding, still interested to hear more about your life.
And I'm still not interested in discussing it.
Okay. Well, they all came in this size. Miniature skip drive model. No, you should only make them more unsettling. It's torn and bloodied. Well, they've magically reduced drawings of space level. At least these ones are not relatively not terrifying. No size scale and high level mathematics. Additional functions, unfeasibly volatile. Click to be just so. Question of adventure. Just on the research was strictly in the concrete law. Sun shows proving the universe outside the protectorate. All mechanical molecule, those guys are staying polished, those corners. Protect us, assistance plans, and see Tran. Flans. Okay, it's good. Just an imagination. Use drill miles, some paint. Humidify. It's going to essential across so you can try. It's going to recognize calling the Talsetti system. This is going to stretch out, so going to stick eye. Employee discount certificate. Spend responsibly.
Agent, what do you need?
Let's talk more later.
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order member we seem to have brought into our fold.
What's the matter?
Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious about her. Something that sets her apart from her fellows. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. A killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous.
Like this, as even though she's an enemy?
Despite her alignment with the corporatists, I feel her intentions are ultimately benign, however skewed they may be. Marisol is more difficult to place, thus a greater threat. That was all I had on that subject. Consider my concerns logged.
Okay. I made a mistake. Yeah. Well, to Cloister then.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but...
Good, I was hoping I'd have you here.
I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
What do you need?
For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision.
I take it you feel bad about that.
I try not to think about regret or remorse. I shut down her work. I was wrong. Stating that out loud is the furthest extent of my self-castigation. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path.
Oh, you can go right now if you like.
Appreciate it, Commander.
Okay, very well. I'm not taking an S on this one. I don't trust Auntie Cleo's as far as I could throw her.
This weather is quite conducive for cooling the archive, and unconducive for me feeling my fingers.
They're not enemies, I think. Hello! Order, people!
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Let's see, map.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized.
Oh.
Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive.
Fancy place.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
I was led to believe that Vic Aldo may also be expecting me. Can you direct me to him?
Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs.
Artificial Laureate? Sounds important. What can you tell about her?
Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview.
Are you saying the presiding bishop isn't disposed? Is she sick?
No, not at all. The presiding bishop, of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late. But I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is.
Okay then.
May all your problems precede solutions.
Okay.
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
You... Interesting.
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. I am the scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be directed to me. Please peruse with discernment.
Huh. Crabble hatchling. Unfortunately, this is less this rather just pleasant chill to the room. Shock dispenser. Cover fire. Good leader? Use this gun a lot. Is this... This is a rifle. I guess.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry.
A second makeup exam will not be offered, so I hope you studied this time, Briar. You may begin now.
Right. No pressure.
For pity's sake, is it the pump or the sealant?
Damn it. Hmm.
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's choice would be over. Dreadful, you know. Positively dreadful. How the peace talks were interrupted. I felt our two delegations were making real progress.
Are any negotiations still happening?
Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself.
How did you learn that I was the one who saved you? That's...
While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my Order, wounded and dying. He sought to unburden himself, now convinced Wiley's calculations were wrong. He told us all about that terrible DeVries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. Well, I think that's what he said. There was quite a lot of gurgling. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Had she succeeded in assassinating us, it would have terminated any hope for peace.
So it's Gertie now, is it?
Life-threatening situations have a way of verifying and validating key constants. Perhaps proof our two groups may still yet work together, if certain conditions were met. To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces.
I'm not sure it's a good idea having the Order side with Auntie's choice.
Caution is the sign of a rational mind, my Would it help to know that I have the utmost faith in our bishop to convince Auntie of the error of her corporate ways?
Maybe?
Well, then, may I ask you to consider the fact that ending the conflict between us would have untold benefits for all Arcadia? The suffering inflicted by this war would be over.
Excellent point. Excellent point, I guess.
Splendid. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
I see. So...
A visitor. It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
So there's a message that Ruth was indisposed and speak to you in her stead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
So can I see her or what?
Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
I can deal with these cultists if it means earning their trust.
My appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
We should collect Azza from the ship first. Unless you don't want the benefits of her inside knowledge of the cult.
Very well. Have I earned? Well, I guess we're going back to... We lost the family. Concern.
temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. So keep those eyes open, soldiers. Cordial thrust like
Well, we might as well.
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of arthropods in the area.
Investigating hostile intentions. Back and scan.
Dealt with all of them. Ah, that was a close one. What is with the anomalous behavior?
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale of 0.4 to 12.7, how close you are to going into shock?
Sadly, that scale is entirely beyond my current comprehension, thus leading me to believe I'm already in shock, and the question itself was the actual test.
Excellent. Our diagnostic is complete, and you should feel free to resume bemoaning your agony.
Okay. That's the weirdest diagnostic I've ever seen. Damn it. Oh, that's... Order suppressor? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? You're friendly.
Another object, just gone. Excuse me, I don't think you have the It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift. Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
As luck would have it, I have a machine that will solve this problem.
Wait. Actually, this isn't some jest. You'll have to forgive me for not taking your assertion at face value. Perhaps a demonstration. For science, of course.
Of course.
All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted, but in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Lord damn it. Reverted to its previous state. Is it a failing of the device or an inevitable effect of the passage of time? Perhaps the architect has imposed certain limits on the rifts. Architect above. That was incredible. That small, portable device changed the state of the rift anomaly in an instant. From observing how the device operates and how the rift reacted to it, it seems to be using some kind of energy burst generated by a magnetic field to re-deregulate the structure of the field around the rift. Truly an astounding piece of technology.
actually aligns the rest with its surroundings, adjusting its Aethera substrate.
That's quite ingenious. The rifts are unlike any other phenomena heretofore observed. We've still so much to learn. Would you consider allowing me the opportunity to open the casing and examine the inner workings? No, forget I asked. What a preposterous question. Thank you for the demonstration. It was most enlightening. You have given my team and I a good deal to think about, and to try and fit into our current theoretical framework. It seems rifts do not fit cleanly into our current understanding of the universal equation.
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the solar system.
Strange.
Unknown variables simultaneously. Years of practical data gathering have taught me to simply stand aside and observe quietly.
And that second unknown variable was heavily armed.
Very observant, Assistant Ogburn.
Captain. I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming. Really? What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The Protectorate's subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather. What? No, I lost my thread of thought.
They're still using trench warfare. I don't think I'm supposed to break into that one. Or should. This is more of an exploratory run than a criminal run.
I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Raza. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it. Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
So this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes. There are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
As I must like you, you'd already be dead.
Maybe I deserve to be. I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
What? The leader of your fanatical cult is untrustworthy. You could have seen that coming.
I do not appreciate your mockery. This is a true betrayal. One that demands to be paid for in blood. Starting with Acolyte Severin here.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed!
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
That cover spot looks much better.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Fine!
The Exalted Leader set Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. Nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
That's... sounds like a good time.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about hacking their systems.
Of course we will. I'll make sure I work at them.
We won't need your expertise. You see, my parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Let's go get you some answers. While we're still here, we gotta clear out the cultists.
Question the structural integrity of that bridge.
We got anything more? Okay, no, this is bad. What?
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Weapon prime. Combatant scan. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. Grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last pilgrimage. One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
No lectures, please.
That's a grim thing to say. Ugh. What a strange place this is. Anti's choice forward opera.
Distinguished consumer to the front lines of Auntie's Choice. We hope you enjoy your time under our protection.
Hostilities are afoot. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Oh, more. Wait.
I'll handle this. Bat and scan. Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Go for torpification. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Okay. Pretty cool gun.
Mobilizing.
Wrong.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Nope.
Bat and scan.
No. No, no, no. We need, not the shock machine gun. We need, where's that charged thing? Easily style. Usually trying to get a shot. Getting caught leaves you on the edge. It's stealth now. That's also has detection rate.
Proceeding to attack.
Weapon primed.
Are they I have so many flaws, but are they flaws or upgrades with costs?
Resorting to violence. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Did. The song really steady. Ready, steady, go just popped into my head. And not the FMA one. Like, there's two songs named Ready, Steady, Go. You know? You ever think how weird that is?
Well, if only we had a device for closing rifts, like the one we found on Praetor.
Yeah.
Commander, glorious dawn up ahead. Probably best to turn back until I've sorted whatever treachery has undermined my status within the ranks. I'd welcome the bloodshed, but that's not going to get me my answers.
Dagmar. The cur. How could she betray me? Her, of all... And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn. Was her right hand.
How'd you recruit you in the
She
first
wasn't a
place?
supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see my heart through the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me.
Where'd you find her later recruiting you?
My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. The paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance.
Well, there was also the Sprat killing.
Remember I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's. Dagmar was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life. A family. Or so I thought.
Good thing you don't need her anyway, since
Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have, and I won't. I'm certain we've better.
Can we not clear them out unless... Have I just been... Wait, no. Wait, but wait, am I supposed to... I guess it's not too far.
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Virgil. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island.
And why you choose to meet you there?
The location can only be accessed by Arbiters. He likely did so to avoid the Consul's spies. There's a certain hominess to it. And as bringing our findings to Virgil will hopefully allow us to deduce something from all that we found. I only hope it dispels some of the muddiness we've encountered so far. Further complications would be most disagreeable.
No, no, no. We go.
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story. There's something you wanted to converse on? Such as?
So we're just gonna waltz inside and go to find Daimar? Should I be
Don't worry
concerned?
about the Sentinels. We'll kill them or die gloriously in the attempt. But we should try to survive long enough so that I can make Dagmar pay.
Okay.
What? There's something you wanted to converse.
Okay then. It's let's I need the pulse hammer? No, I don't. There's a lot of things to get rid of and break it down. We don't need 2 of these, so shock rifle, reflex shock rifle, stabilized shock rifle. Some more Gotta get rid of things. Taking care of business. Prism heavy. I do not need this many shock rifles. So many things I don't need. So many things I... Okay, we got... Just getting rid of some. Let's see, plasma grenade. Grounding plates. Sound coils. Serrated edge. You just. We keep going back to Praetor. And the Sovereign's family, they rest in perfection. But, switch measure, dagger sharp. Enter as passcode, D sharp, pressure. As it still is, despite the kill order. The incompetence of my so-called cultist leaves once again revealing my host apologies. Director is an excuse to state that I was defending consciousness and sexual life using an old friend acolyte Severin as bait. I best friend less knows of me. If there is this data, acolyte Severin deliver to my office for briefing prior to execution.
Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Oh, child, I think that tram has long since cleared the station.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal, one which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Let's hold into some talking and confront her with them in person.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
Your start regime betrayal, I'll kill you with my own hands.
Let's not be hasty. Can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? I had no choice. Azza, you were the perfect candidate when the Consul tasked me to start the Dawn.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult.
So the entire...
The need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
The authoritarian streaming of even more power. This would be tedious if it wasn't so terrifying.
I see that Azza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more
That's a false dichotomy. I prefer neither, to be honest. I'm a fan of solitude no matter what you call it.
If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
I think you're excluded middle. A lot of excluded middles here.
Be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold.
Why are you looking upwards?
Even the most specious of arguments.
Like your eyes are always going up into the head.
And the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the consul's good graces. Goodbye, Azza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Dear, you really must try to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to effectively inflicting pain before eliminating a target. You'll wear yourself out.
Less of helping. So, let's discuss methods later, okay? She must die. It's a saving Arcadia from the cold.
No idea what you're speaking of. The glorious dawn is the future of Arcadia. Dagmar must die violently because she betrayed us.
I just think we shouldn't act rationally.
I know of no other way to act.
Of course. What can I... Noted. Let's go.
I thought the Dawn were my family. But with Dagmar's betrayal and the willingness with which the rest of them turned on me, I just don't know.
But Severin didn't willingly turn on you.
That's true. And even without threats, Dagmar has a way with people. She made all of us feel our lives weren't meaningless. But she has proven she's not the person any of us thought her to be.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes. I still have that which gives me meaning. The gift she gave to me. Even if she was a flawed messenger. The truth of the Dawn cannot be allowed to die. I've no choice but to gather whatever faithful are left and start anew.
We'll talk more later.
I can't talk right now. Concentrating on what I'm going to do to Dagmar.
Okay.
Imbeciles! How did you let Asa get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!
They're closing in!
Two for the price of one bullet. One shot, 2 kills! 2 kills. That's... Not every day you can say, 1 shot, 2 kills. Not every day.
Let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Hi. We're here to kill you.
You're still alive. Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Asa get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to. Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem You brought me great praise from the consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
How exactly was storing a violent code supposed to save the colony?
The consul feared that the sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the consul set to creating a challenge for the sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Which was when he decided to make us the first real cultist.
This blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. As I told you before, there's only death for those who would betray the cult. She's dead.
She betrayed your trust. I'm sorry.
Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole of the Dawn. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
You should disband the Dawn. You don't... That sounds... Oh, I need speech 17. She probably wouldn't like that.
I can send out a general message from here. Informing, I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
It's better than nothing.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
Zone chaos, the progress report, That's a test successful. Personal logs, the kill order, it's righteous. So that's let's place this. Revelations. There's a long leader. Well,
I'm not ready to talk yet. Let's get out of here.
I don't think I fixed her. Gotta be real, I don't think I could. Oh well. Anyways, this has been about 2 hours, so just gonna save and be like, this has been Agent Fox, aka Raziera, signing off.